Hello all, welcome to another Leetcode video. So today we'll be solving this question, removing duplicates from a linked list. The simple version of this you might have solved, where we have to remove the repeating occurrences of any element. Here we have to remove all the nodes that were repeating. So as you can see in the example, 3 had repetitions and 4 had repetitions, so they have to be entirely removed from this. So final answer would be 1 to 5. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. So let's say you're iterating through this linked list. You see for 2, um, the next and the next the same. So if you find such occurrence, so you have to delete them, right? So maybe you find a way of somehow reaching to 4, joining 2 to 4, and then you repeat this process. Problem however with this is, so I've thought of this, I just read the question and I was thinking the problem here would be, the code would be very complicated. The second, a simpler solution I thought was having sets like we do for repeating elements in an array. So let's say I save these nodes in a set. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 again. I find this in the set. So 3 is repeating. I'll put 3 in another set, a set of repeating. I'll put value of 3. So just the simple 3 would be in a set. And then I'll keep doing this. And then again, I'll traverse. Whenever I find an element whose value is in the repeating elements set, I would remove those. That can introduce a time complexity of space complexity of OFN. We'll have a lot of extra storage. So I was looking at n, like the values that can be there. I saw that they're between -100 to 100. So I've thought of this approach where I'll just like do one single traversal. If I find any element, its value is same as the next one, I'll put a random value here, which can't be a real value. And the next time I would delete those. I'll need two traversal, but the time complexity would still remain O of n. Space would be constant. So that is what I'm thinking of doing. Mm, all right. Let's have some random value equals, let's say just some random value, right? Now, while temp is not null, if temp dot next is also not null, and then temp dot val equals to temp dot next dot val, so this is a problem for us. Then what we'll do is temp, okay, I want to set uh, all the repeating nodes as that value. So I'll have, mm, delete method. Let's say I'll pass in temp because that value has to be deleted. Mm, and I will pass the value. So that will be temp dot val. And let's say my temp delete method would give me the next non-repeating uh, this thing. Okay, let me just write this method so we'll understand it better. All right, private list node delete. So I'll have a list node start int val. So what I'll do is, okay, while start is not null, start and okay, start shouldn't be null, and start dot val equals to val. Then I'll set start dot val equals to random. I have set this value to random now, and start equals to start dot next. So I'll sort of mark everyone with the random value from the start to the end, and this will break when start's value is not equals to the value that is given, or start has become null. So I'll return start. Now start would be assigned to temp. So in this case, 3 and 3 is next, they have the same value. Temp and temps next have the same value. This method would go with start as 3, value as 3. So this value is 3, random. This value is 3, random. This value is not 3. So break. So temp would have value 4 now. Okay, correct. Now this is done. Reassign temp to head. let's do one thing. Let's create another. So for uh, list node, we'll call this dummy equals to list node, and then dummy dot next equals to head, because head might also need deletion. Correct? Right. So dummy is pointing to head now. Temp is also pointing to head. So while temp then you enter 4. Okay, so now we just need to remove all the nodes which have this random value. Correct? Okay. Let's say I have another this guy called previous, which is actually equals to dummy only. Correct? Now while temp is not null, so we have a previous, we have a temp. While temp is not null, and temp dot val equal random, temp equals to temp dot next. Correct? So this is done. It's not null. Now what we'll do is prev dot next equals to temp, prev equals to prev dot next, temp equals to temp dot next, and finally it's return dummy dot next. So what this will do is, even if the entire list is getting removed, we will get easily null from here. What did I miss? Mm, where? What's the problem? Okay, right. So in the first one, I am getting to force, which I should not. Okay, let's see how that is happening. Temp is here, temp's next, temp and its next, they're not equal, it goes here. These are not equal, it goes here. These are equal. So, oh, we're sort of skipping that. So when you do this, your temp is like automatically going to the next one to process. But if that is not happening, then you have to put it there. Mhm. Okay, so previous dot next equals to temp. Previous equals to previous dot next, so this can reach temp. Temp could be null, correct? Come on. I'm just thinking if there's a way of simplifying this. Can we do it in this iteration only? Perfect. So let's say we are deleting, I am marking them as random. Basically, whatever I have marked as random, right? The new value that I have received, the previous ones are deleted anyways, correct? So whatever I have a previous before only, so previous is next will be what delete returns. Okay, let's do this. Mm, okay, okay. I'm just trying this out. We have a dummy, and dummy next is head, and previous is dummy. Okay, else temp is next, and okay, previous is also previous dot next because everything is going fine right now. Correct. Everything is going fine, so we can do this. Otherwise, if this happens, then previous dot next equals to temp. Just for now. Okay, so what basically I'm trying to do is, and here we don't need random, don't need to set this value. We just need to iterate till the same value is there. So this can also go. So let's say temp is at head, dummy is here, previous is also here. Now temp is not null. This condition is not satisfied till here. So temp is temp dot next. Previous is previous dot next. So one. Temp goes here, previous goes here. Temp goes here, previous goes here. Correct. Now temp is satisfying this condition. So it says delete. Delete basically gives you the next sorted next non-repeating. So delete gives you 4. Okay. Temp from 3 temp becomes 4 and previous is 2 so next becomes 4. Okay. Else doesn't work. Again we go there. Again the condition is satisfied. Correct. This method gives you 5. 2's next becomes 5. Okay. And right. And then again we go here. Temp's next is null. So this breaks. We return dummy dot next, which is 1. Cool. For this example, if we have uh, 1 here and the value goes to 3. Mm, so basically, from here, we'll have 1, 1, 1. Previous is here, temp is here. Satisfying that condition, temp goes here. Previous is next becomes 2. Now, since previous was at temp is next is also 2. Correct. This should be fine. The last case, this 1, 1 case. So this will give you null. So previous is next would be null. Oh yeah, that's fine. Perfect. So this is a much simplified approach. What we have done is we take a dummy head, which is before the head, which is like for previous. Then I'll go. Two things can happen. Current one is similar to, equal to the next one. Current one is not equal to the next one. If it is not, we simply move ahead. Temp goes next, previous goes next. If it is equal, we find the next non-repeating, not non-similar, which is given by delete, and then that is assigned to previous. Perfect. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.